Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? I just got off a long flight, but I was watching the news. There was a bunch of stuff I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about Frey Battery, how it's doing well. I was going to talk about how EV Gold was up 23%. I was going to talk about the banking. I was going to talk about Chinese stock and emerging markets. All of this stuff, of course, it got trumped by Trump, right? Let's just get into it. The Fed just indicted former President Donald Trump. I'm sorry, not the Fed. I'm sorry. I messed that up, right? Let me see. The grand jury just indicted former President Donald Trump. And so we're not, though I'm going to speak about a little politics, we're not going to make our comments political, because I want you to tell me where you think or what you think the stock market's reaction is going to be. Remember, the stock market does not like uncertainty, and now we're going into uncertain times. Now, I'm just going to tell you to keep your eyes on volatility. Keep your eye out on the VIX. Keep your eye out for those of you that know how to play volatility. The last time this happens, you guys remember when our now president took over and won. Remember the uprising. But if you remember what happened to the VIX during that period, you guys let me know. There are certain stock that went up. And there's money to be made. And I know there's going to be a lot of political, people want to make political comments, but let's keep this financial. All right, let's just keep this financial. I'm just going to lay out a few things. We do know it was about the hush money from Stormy Daniels. We do know that, just like Chris Rock said, this world has selective outrage. I'm not a fan of any former president. I'm an independent, but the timing of it is suspect. Let's keep it. Whether you dislike Donald Trump, whether you hate him, or whether you love him, some of you guys are just straight worshiping man. Y'all just straight worship the man. Y'all need to seek help, But having said all of that, let's focus on what's going to happen, because at the end of the day, when this is all said and done, he'll be fine, we'll be fighting, they'll be making money, and we'll be looking like suckers down the road, right? So let's concentrate on our money. And just remember, innocent until proven guilty, and that goes and stands for anybody. So let's let this charades play out, because it's just gonna further divide us, okay? So now let's go back to the money. I want you guys to leave me a comment on what stock you think will perform well, or how you can make money. Are you going to play the Qs? Are you going to play the TQQQ thinking the market is going up? Or are you going to play the SQQQ thinking the market is going down because of this news? Are you going to play the VIX? Are you going to are you going to just buy it? Are you going to do options on it? Expecting extreme volatility, because the market does not like not knowing. The market does not like uncertainty, right? And so this is what's trumping the news today. It will be all of the talk. For those of you that are at work or getting home, you'll be hearing about it. Most of you have already heard about it. It's breaking news, but it's going to trump everything right now. But we're going to keep our eye on the prize. Now, there's some stock that I will never invest in, that I invested in one day back when the new president came in, and it was a company that manufactures weapons, and it ran up. And I took the video down. I'm just, you guys that been rolling with me for a few years, you remember I took the video down and I sold the stock, because I just didn't feel right in my spirit. I don't want to make money off of anybody dying. And so you do what you feel. This is just me. I'm never doing, there's just certain things I just won't do for my own peace of mind and for my own spirit. But you tell me what stock or what move or what play you think is a good play, and just share it with the family. We're not going to talk about politics. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, it was better in the it was better under Republican and Donald Trump. You know, the market was better. It's true. The market was better than this president, right? And but that's not what this is going to be about. This is going to be about, leave me a comment simply about financially, what is this going to do to the market? And what do you think is going to happen to your stocks? What do you think, if any, is it going to have effect is going to have on crypto? I know the rest of the world is looking at us shaking their heads because this is an embarrassment. Whether you believe he needs to go to jail or whether you think they need to have a statue of him, of the greatest president ever, this is embarrassing worldwide, right? And so it's hard not to get into politics. I want to say some things so bad, right? Selective outrage. If you're going to prosecute one, you need to prosecute them all. And so I just going to leave it right there. I know you said, hey, you wasn't talking politics, so forgive me for that one. I had to sneak that one in. Hey, it's my page, all right? But let's just talk about how are we going to make money and what positions we should be looking at, all right? Leave me a comment. I'm gonna leave this one short. I'm traveling. I will be making more videos. We will be talking about the rest of the stock market, what's going on, what's hot. There are bull markets that are hot. I expect that I was preparing a video to talk about how we were still expecting, another leg down, though there's money to be made because we know how to rotate from stock to stock. I've shown you guys how we can make money even as the market is going down. We can make money while the market is flat, though that's harder when the market is trading sideways, but we can really make money when the market is going up, and we can make money by the market going down. Now, we just got over the banking fears. People are just starting to kind of put that behind, though I think that another shoe is going to drop in banking, right? That's what I really do think, right? And so remember, the companies with cash, I got to talk about the rest of the market. The companies with cash are the companies that are doing well, which is yet another sign to me that we're setting up for another leg down because people are simply putting their money into companies that have cash, right? Before, in 2020 and 2021, we were putting our money into growth stock. Now, a lot of these growth stocks or these growth companies they were spending more than they were taking in. They were growing their customer base, right? And so when you look at certain sectors like EVs, electric vehicles, they were spending more than they were taking in. Sports betting, they were spending more than they were taking in because why? They were focused on growth. Companies like Meta and Google, their spend was great, and they were borrowing a lot of money because they were focused on growth, customer acquisition, and growth and market share, right? But now in a bear market with higher interest rates, now they have to operate leaner. So you see a lot of companies just turning loose and cutting staff, proving to the shareholders that they can operate leaner. So you see these massive layoffs. So just realize that and just know that even when you look at FANG, that these companies that are still doing well, especially year to date, are the ones with cash. Even if they have high evaluations, even if they have insane PEs like Tesla, but they have tons of cash, so they can defy gravity and continue to run. All right, I'm gonna cut it off right there, good people. Make sure you leave me a comment of what you think the effect of this Donald Trump indictment is going to do to the stock market. Make sure you check out the links below. You guys are buying the class. We are going to be adding another lesson to the class here in a few days. And remember, one-time payment gives you a lifetime accent. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Make sure you hit that like. One-time payment gives you lifetime accent. I'm the one with the accent. All right. Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.